So Daneka, how's it going in your 5-year marriage? Hi y'all, this is So Blest. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? So Daneka, how's it going in your 5-year marriage? How did you and your partner meet? What initially attracted you to him?
Oh, okay. We met on Facebook dating, and the photo on there was just okay. But what initially attracted me to him was his patience, because we talked a lot about 3 weeks before we ever even met. So, okay. And he had a good sense of humor.
Okay. I remember there was a little story about Facebook dating. Tell us that scenario, if you can remember, about what was about to happen right before you met.
Well, I was about to move to Thailand, live abroad for a little while, and when I went on to Facebook dating, every guy I met said the same thing. Well, you're about to leave. That makes no sense. Why are you even on here? So I was like, after the last guy told me that, I was like, you know what? You're right. So let me go ahead and get off. So I went on to delete my profile, and I saw one little message from Frank. And I decided to go ahead and just let him know, hey, I'm leaving the country. You can get to know me if you want to, but I'm leaving. And I'm about to delete this profile, so here's my number if you're interested. And that's what I did. So I sent the number. I left it for 24 hours to see if he would get the number, because I didn't want to delete my account and then, he can't even access my message. So I gave it 24 hours, and then I went back and deleted.
Okay. Yeah. From the time that you met him, the day that you actually had a date with him, until the day that you got married, was approximately how long?
I met him in September 2019. I went to Thailand in October. I met him face to face in October, and I went to Thailand, I think, at the end of October or maybe the beginning of November. Okay. And then I came back home March 2020, and he asked me to marry him the day after I got off the plane, and then we got married April 25th, 2020.
As in, like a month or two after you landed? How many times had you physically laid eyes on Frank, been together in the same room, laid eyes on him, from the time of the very first date and the proposal?
Oh, the proposal, yeah. So the proposal was on the sixth time that I saw him.
Okay.
So I saw him 5 times.
What was the biggest adjustment in being married?
I am an introvert on steroids, and having anyone in my space a lot, all the time, was a big adjustment for me. And so just having anybody in my space all the time, that was the biggest adjustment of all time. Plus, I was so used to just, doing whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and not having to consult with anybody else. So having someone, the plane is loud.
I know.
Having someone to have to run things by was so different for me. So different.
Exactly. And I know that personally, firsthand from being around you, that she is an extrovert on steroids.
Introvert.
I'm sorry, introvert. Sorry, introvert on steroids.
Yes.
So having somebody in your space, especially my brother-in-law, he likes being in her skin. In her skin. Yes. So how has your relationship evolved over the past year, or the past 5 years?
We have definitely gotten to know one another a lot better. So it's evolved in the best possible way, that we get each other now, and we can get upset and not yell and scream, which we didn't do a whole lot of that in the very beginning anyway. We probably had maybe 2 actual arguments. The rest of it was just kind of a very calm, I don't like that, not gonna work, and that's basically it.
And that was 99% you.
Yeah, that was me. But it's evolved to be a relationship of understanding and of peace, which I really appreciate, because we both can appreciate that peace. And it's evolved to, in the beginning, I was always like, look, I don't know if this is going to work. how long has this been to now? It's evolved to, I'm not going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Like, we're here.
What were some of the biggest challenges in the marriage that you all had to face together
Um,
or overcome?
The biggest challenge was actually when Deborah died, my sister, when our sister died, and I was depressed. And he didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to handle it because I wasn't even depressed when Daddy died.
Right.
You know, he was older, and I kicked it into high gear, helping Mama. Grandma was here, so I'm helping out. So you don't think about it, but all I had time for was to think about my sister's gone. Like one quadrant of my heart is just gone, and that was so hard. And I think it became hard in the relationship because he did not have the just get over it already attitude, but it was kind of like, I don't know how deep into despair or depression she's gonna fall. So he's trying to help me out, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to be out of depression. My sister just died, and it got to the point that it was like, she just died a month ago, or she just died 2 months ago. It's only been 3 months. It's only been 6 months. So at some point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm getting better, but it was really, really a situation that we had to get through together, because even though I felt like at the time it's my situation that I'm getting through, he was patient and kind and tried to help me, but I didn't want help. I wanted my sister.
Right. It's like, leave me alone. Let me process. Let me have my grief. Let me go through my stages.
Right.
But he's just trying to help.
He's just trying to help.
How have you all handled conflicts and disagreements?
No. In the beginning, we handled conflict the way we were raised to handle conflict. In the beginning, it was, you don't like it, okay. And he was just kind of like, well, it's too bad. I am what I am, and that's who I am. And we found that didn't work because we broke up. I was like, okay, you could be who you are over there.
Okay, wait, you grazed over that. Let's speak on that just for a moment.
We broke up.
Let's rewind. What happened?
We broke up.
I left him and went to Georgia.
About how long had you been married at this time?
Oh, about a year.
How long from the time you broke up till you got back together, how long was that span of time?
About 3 months.
3
but
months.
But we were apart in about 6 months.
Okay.
So in the beginning, when we first broke up, I didn't talk to him, didn't want to have much to do with him, because he did not understand why we broke up. He didn't want to hear. I felt like he wasn't hearing me, and I understand from his point of view. We broke up because it was just too much going on, too much. I felt like I was doing everything, and I think in his mind he thought nobody breaks up for that. So you just don't want to be married, and he said that over and over. Once he realized that, that is the real reason why we're not together anymore, we were able to reconcile. But we didn't reconcile right away. It was a while before we reconciled. To me, it was a while.
And it sounded like the primary issue is what you had said before. You all both got married late in life. And maybe how old were you when you got married?
Oh gosh, girl, I'm not good with the maths.
41?
So
I don't remember. I don't know.
49 now, and it's been 5 years.
Okay.
About
okay.
5 years.
Okay, about
so
44, 45, 44-ish.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get to that I am what I am, especially when we marry late in life. We say, I am what I am, and we don't understand about change and growth, and so. But then when you all came to the understanding of growth and that's growing together, that was part of the reconciliation. I said that was the last question. My one last question is, what's a small but meaningful way that Frank makes you feel special and loved?
When he recognizes on his own without me having to say what I need, because over the 5 years he's learned his wife, so he can look at me and tell what I need without me having to say it. For instance, my mama just got diagnosed with dementia. Me and my husband live with her. You know, he came over here helping me with her. So, whenever he hears a conversation between me and my mom, and she's got something kind of stuck in her craw, like, no, I need to go to the store. I need to go to the store. I need to pay this water bill. I need to pay this water bill. And I've already told her we are going to do it, but we're going to do it tomorrow because I'm working. I can't. And because right now, for those of you who don't, well, you wouldn't know, he's not able to drive right now because he had surgery on one foot, so he can't have that foot, have any pressure on that foot. So, like today, he called his sister and asked her. She lives, 30, 45 minutes away, but today is her day off. She could be doing anything, be at Disney. She loves some Disney, but she actually came over just to drive my mama 2 minutes away to pay a water bill. We didn't know, that like you were coming over or somebody was coming over, so we didn't know who could do it. But I said I'll do it later. But he'll take things off my plate when he sees that my plate is full, and that is what
makes you feel loved.
I feel loved when he does that, because I appreciate when he does something that I've asked him to do. Hey, can you do this because I really need that done and I don't have time to do it. But when he says, oh, let me do this, and then I turn around and realize that it's done, I love that.
Excellent. So I've enjoyed this interview, and although I know a lot of this, I still got some insight, further insight into your relationship and the growth of the relationship. So for you guys that's always asking about Daneka, what am I, chopped liver? Here is your chance. But also too, Daneka has her tribe over on her channel, so I'll let her tell you all how you can support her and find her across social media.
So most of my social media, I am now Daneka Hillary Kingston. I just decided to put my name out there, but I am building a community because I'm back on social media, and I'm happy to build a community. And it's a tribe called Blest community, and you can find me on YouTube as DH Kingston. And you can also find me across other social media, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, as Daneka Hillary Kingston.
Yes. So you're in the Blessed place, and then you could be over there, a tribe called Blessed. Okay, yes. You guys, I hope you all enjoyed this. Please let us know in the comments if you want to see more from my sisters, you want to see more relationship advice, more relationship interviews, more relationship videos. She's still a little girl. But let us know by clicking that like, subscribing, going over to her channel and subscribing, leaving a comment, just some type of indication to let us know that you want more of this. Okay, you guys, I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Bye.